Hello Pisces, it's your girl Sacred 144 Tarot. I am here for a reading for you today, Pisces. Do keep in mind that the reading is general and timeless, so just take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't for the next person. It's not a personal reading, so not every part of this message may resonate with you. I'm sending you all so much love. Thank you for all of the love, all of the energy, and all of your reflections and support. I am truly grateful for every single one of you. If you would like a one-on-one session, a personal reading, AKASHIC record session, or if you would like to join the June round of the Sacred Tarot course, our June course is coming up. So there's only about a week and a half to sign up for the Sacred Tarot course. Feel free to check out the box below. It does have everything it is that you will need, Pisces. I do have long-term mentorships available as well, and there's a few other things coming this season. So stay tuned for all of those things. I hope that you're doing well wherever you are, whoever you are, and I do hope that you have a beautiful day. Now, this portal is very strong. We're definitely in a portal. There's a lot of rainbow bridge energy, so you may have been seeing rainbows lately. If you have, it's also a sign for you. So I do feel the need to mention that. We did just, still experiencing to the new moon energy, that new moon in Gemini. So that Mercury energy, maybe check out where Gemini is, where your Mercury is. We're going to get right into the reading, Pisces. I'm going to grab 3 cards today to start us off. Holy Spirit, what is it that we have for the Pisces collective today? We do have sensuality that just came out, so that could mean something to someone, though a lot of cards came out, so I'm going to put it back. Holy Spirit, what do we have for the Pisces collective today? Angelic assistance, and I'll take these 2. Calming the waters, peaceful self-regulation, and miracles, ancient wisdom. And then Isis comes out by mistake over here, so you can resonate with Isis as well. Especially with this portal, I feel like there's a lot of downloads of wisdom. You're probably getting a lot of downloads, and I feel the need to stay like ground for those of you who are experiencing this. And now these 2 came out, and this confirms that download message. Higher learning. You have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. And I just heard put into action 2, 3, 4. So I feel like you have a lot of wisdom. Maybe you're getting a lot of downloads, or you're just in a lot of study and ready to put it into action. And a lot of integration. So for some of you may be integrating. I also have Master Jesus, forgiveness. You are on the path of love, light, and forgiveness. Father healing is possible at this time. So for some of you, maybe some mother-father healing. And I feel the need to grab one more card. I feel like some of you, like when it comes to life experiences, you gain a lot of wisdom from your life experiences as well. Czech. What comes to mind is Czech, which I believe that Czech is like a country. Czech Republic. I don't know what that means, but it's coming to mind, Czech. So maybe that could mean something to you in some way. All right, and what they're telling me, so this reading may be a little bit different than other readings. They're telling me that these cards are going to tell a story, and to grab your tarot card for each one. So I'll do that. The card that just came out was Collective Wisdom, Kinship Group Library. A wisdom again. So I feel like some of you are really downloading a lot of wisdom, a lot of downloads. Maybe you're experiencing past lives in your dreams. Owls can mean something to you as well. This is very like multi-dimensional, so this is for you Pisces who are also working in other dimensions. You can resonate with this message. All right, yeah, birds definitely mean something as well. So I'll grab a card for each one. Holy Spirit, can I have a card for miracles, ancient wisdom? Can I have a card for miracles, ancient wisdom? Can I have a card, Holy Spirit, for calming the waters, peaceful self-regulation? Can I have a card for Master Jesus, forgiveness? Holy Spirit, can I have a card for Master, the High Priestess is over that one. And he is a high priest, so. Holy Spirit, can I have a card for Tree of Souls, the Empress? This is so beautiful. Yeah, literally, Spirit was like, this is telling a story. You got to go around and grab a tarot card for each one. So this is definitely telling a story right now. Holy Spirit, for this higher learning card, 6 of Wands on bottom of the deck. All right, and what's the overall energy of this reading? The Fool. So a new start, the beginning, a journey. That's what I was getting to, like a journey, a new start, or beginning. Some of you are embarking in a new journey, within or without. All right, so for Miracles, Ancient Wisdom, I have 10 of Wands sideways. And we do under that have the higher learning. I'm getting a message too, so that could mean something to someone. So higher learning is under this. And it's funny that I said, like, I feel like some of you have learned from your life experience. We have Miracles, Ancient Wisdom, 10 of Wands. When it comes to some of, like, your journeys, you know that you came here with a certain path to clear things, to gain wisdom. So that's why the 10 of Wands is also like this. Because I feel like you're coming out of that. And I feel like a lot of those were lessons of wisdom for you. What comes to mind is the apple from the tree, like the Garden of Eden, knowledge, good and evil. Over peaceful self-regulation, calming the waters, I have death. So Scorpio energy, also rebirth and death. Some of you may be going through rebirth. I feel like some of you have had some darkness in your lives, some near-death experiences, some whatever it is. For those of you Pisces who have a lot of shadow, that's because you're here, no matter what, like whoever you are, if you have a lot of shadow, you're here to integrate it. Like, I was talking a little bit on the community post about victim and victimizer programs. And for some of you, it's really coming out of that victim program. So if that resonates with you, take it as it resonates. And High Priestess. Okay. A lot of you have gone through initiation in your lifetime. That path isn't going to resonate with everyone. And I'm not talking about going to people for initiation, like life events as initiations. That's like the shadow walker energy. I feel like this is a Pisces that you have gained wisdom in the shadow, in the underworld. You have, especially with the death and calming the waters, you have learned how to regulate yourself, and that has given you a lot of wisdom through your life experience. I do feel like you're going into further study to put something tangible to your life experience. You know, like for some of you Pisces, you have a lot of natural wisdom. You may be an old soul, and I feel like you're going maybe on a journey of higher wisdom of some sort. Like tangible wisdom, like maybe tangible 3D study to, I don't know if the word's accompany, to kind of put the wisdom that you already have from life experience into action, especially with the Knight of Wands and the higher wisdom. I feel like you're going to be putting that wisdom into action. For some of you, it is teaching others. For some of you, it's embodying it. So we have Master Jesus. This reading is getting deep. We have Master Jesus, forgiveness. You're on the path of love, light, and healing and forgiveness. Some of you have, and it's funny because yesterday the story of Joseph was coming to me. And for the story of Joseph in the Bible, his brothers, his family, sold him into slavery. And he could have easily had fear, but that was a part of the plan. And it's funny that I said that you might be seeing rainbows because Joseph wore the cloak of rainbows. So this is a reading that's not going to resonate with everyone. For those, some of you, it's really going to resonate. So Joseph wore the cloak of rainbows. However, he was sold into slavery first. Similar fool's journey, and even Jesus had a fool's journey. So Joseph was sold into slavery, and he had to forgive on a very deep level, deep soul level. But in that forgiveness and in that trial and tribulation, he attained very high wisdom and was crowned a king in Egypt, and then returned to his brothers and sisters. So for some of you, you are on this path. If you're a Pisces that has a lot of shadow, it's because you are here to integrate that. Like, it doesn't even matter what kind of shadows you have, what kind of life you've had. It's coming out of the victim program 1010 and using that for love, for light, for forgiveness, for higher wisdom. The High Priestess is over this Jesus card. This has all been a part of the plan. You know, God's plan. That's what's coming to mind too. The song, and even just in general, God's plan. This is God's plan. So you embody this Christ energy, the high priest or priestess. He or she who has wisdom. And some of you are going to understand your worth in this season because I've made a reading a long time ago. If people see your light, they don't see your darkness. They don't see it at all. For some of you, it's like you've performed these miracles so that you embody the light, but you've also integrated this shadow, 1111. Diving into the depths of your underworld, the death card over here. And Ishtar was coming to me before this reading as well. So you can resonate with Yeshua, Ishtar, or the story of Joseph in the Bible. So we have this high priest, priestess right here. Ultimate forgiveness, ultimate sacrifice, this journey through the underworld to rise, into the heavens or into higher consciousness. Then we have Tree of Souls with the Empress card. A lot of nature here, so embodying the maiden, the mother, and the crone. Some of you embodied the crone first. We have Tree of Souls, Collective Wisdom, Kinship Group, Library with the Empress card. So what I'm getting with this is maturity when it comes to your wisdom. You've reached some sort of maturity. Some of you, when it comes to like things happening at an early age, or just, for some of you, you've really experienced different events all of your life. I feel the need to say for some people too, it's going to get to a point where you understand that you don't have to go through those things anymore. So that can resonate with some people. As I say that, the Hierophant, so God is saying like, you don't have to go through these things anymore. For some of you, you don't have to suffer. And I feel like it's also recognizing that and having some sort of death, rebirth, awakening. You're not here to suffer. But whatever suffering, whatever life it is that you've had, if it has to do with the shadow, and that comes to like the chosen ones, so, and everyone's chosen, so that's just coming up. I don't like to use the term chosen ones because everyone's chosen. You just have to choose it and remember. But this is like a chosen one kind of reading. And then we have the higher learning, Knight of Wands. There's some sort of action when it comes to some sort of study. I feel like, and in general right now in the collective, there's people who are being led to different grid systems. And it's funny like that there's a grid as well. I feel like you're being called to study something or to study somewhere. And that's where the Fool is over here. I feel like you're being brought to a new journey. Whether that's like in the same place that you are, or some of you are truly traveling. I'm going to get a card to clarify higher learning and Knight of Wands. The Emperor, 8 of Coins. You're being called, and it's called Excalibur. I believe it's called the Excalibur. And it's, whoa, look how he looks the same. Some of you look like this. For some of you, this is a spirit guide of yours, and this is a confirmation. Whether it's a past loved one or spirit guide, if he looks like this, the answer is yes. He is guiding you, and some of you may look like this yourselves. You're being called into this higher learning and study, whether it's a different location or it's like a journey just where you are. But another dimension, maybe, You are the multidimensional Pisces. So this is a very, very powerful and beautiful energy. You have a lot of major arcanas here already. All right. So we did the circle around. So maybe that's been your life journey so far. Now you've reached this energy, emperor energy, emperor status, or ready to learn, ready to apply it. Now you're going on a new journey. Tell me about the Fool. What is this new journey? Strength, the Sun. 2 more cards. What is this Fool, this new journey? What is this Fool, this new journey? What is this Fool, this new journey? I'll pick up the cards that fell. What is this Fool, this new journey? Queen of Swords. Strength, 5 of Coins, Queen of Swords. Clarify the strength. Excuse me if I have like moments of silence too, because this is a different kind of reading, but it's for someone out there. Clarify this. Oh, there's one person that I'm seeing in my head, and he's gonna know who he is when he's watching this. This is for you too. It's someone who like comments on here, and I know exactly who it is. So strength. You've had to have strength. Clarify this 5 of Coins for this journey. 10 of Swords in reverse. You're coming out of that. You've experienced this fire. And yeah, so you've experienced this wilderness. You've experienced these different trials, tests, and tribulations. The Strength card with the 9 of Cups, you've had to be strong. 5 of Coins, 10 of Swords. You've experienced these times of, again, you know, wilderness, 33. Of dark night of the soul. For some of you, it's having multiple dark nights of the soul. You know, that the 8 of Swords is also over here. But 10 of Swords, you're coming out of that. As you've plucked the sword right out. And there was also a reading I did a long time ago that Archangel Michael said you're giving the 10 swords to pluck them all out. And you're coming out as a Queen of Swords. So there's a lot of feminine energy here, but it's also masculine. But you could be feminine or masculine. This is all energy. Clarify the Queen of Swords. 4 of Swords. And that's exactly what I was getting. The peaceful warrior when I saw the Queen of Swords. We have 4 swords here, which is... in the regular tarot, it's someone who's sitting with the sword underneath them. They're at rest, but they have the sword underneath them. You know, the Rider-Waite deck is what I'm referring to. Yes, they're resting with like a Mother Mary kind of figure in the background, but there's a sword underneath, and they're holding on to one as well. You've attained mastery of this inner beast, of the shadow when it comes to yourself. You've maintained that mastery, perhaps of the mind. Look at that beast. Look at that beast. Bottom of the deck. The inner beast, the lovers. You are a peaceful warrior. You've been through a lot, but that's to tame that inner beast, to tame the inner demon, right? Clarify the Queen of Swords with the 4 of Swords. The Sun. I don't know how else to describe this, Pisces, other than, wow. The Sun. To clarify the Queen of Swords and the 4 of Swords. Reaching this higher enlightenment. Reaching this joy, this happiness. And you have 6 of Wands over here. Yes, you are the peaceful warrior, Pisces. But people should not mistake your kindness for weakness. 3 of Coins. Can we clarify why this 3 of Coins came out? And that's what I'm getting at. Sometimes people do. Because you see these little monsters in the background. They're just happy dancing. Page of Wands. You have pages of Wands sometimes. So I'm actually editing the Victim Victimizer program that I had posted that I would post. And this has something to do with it too. So you, before I keep talking, you do have 10 of Coins on the bottom of the deck. Why the Page of Wands with the 3 of Coins? 4 of Wands. Why the Page of Wands with the 3 of Coins? 7 of Swords, 3 of Wands, 4 of Cups. The Hermit over here. Yeah, and it's like that invisible cloak energy. I feel like you're cloaked. So this is you, right? You have these Pages of Wands. So I do feel like you deal with people or you deal with situations. Your light is going to attract that. For a lot of you, you've attained this light, this barrier, this protection, because you are honestly here to teach kind of people. You're here to, your energy alone teaches people. You really don't have to do much. Your energy, for some of you alone, teaches people when they try it. Four of Wands, you're in this energy. The Page of Wands, though. Seven of Swords. So that sneaky energy. You get people who try it, but it doesn't work. It goes right by you. You know, like it's like something in the wind. I'm going to get a clarification for the Three of Wands and the Four Cups. Why the Three of Wands with the Four Cups? And that's what I'm getting. So what just came to mind is the word slander as I get the Magician. I feel like you deal with slander. You are just someone who's going to reflect that. And that's just a part of your path, and you need to understand that. You're going to reflect that. Even people who don't even think that they would be triggered, you will trigger them. You will reflect that. What's the Three of Wands with the Four Cups? What's the Three of Wands for the Four Cups? The Tower. What's the Three of Wands with the Four Cups with the Pisces? What's the Three of Wands? Five of Cups. What's the Three of Wands with the Four Cups for the Pisces? Six of Cups. Why is the Five of Cups next to the Six of Cups? The Lovers. And then Eight of Swords over here. I do feel like for some of you, there's something that's hiding from you that you probably already know, or it will come out. The Tower, Five of Cups, Six of Cups, the Lovers. I feel like it has to do with your connections. Could be a love connection. Can you clarify the Lovers with the Six of Cups? Seven of Coins. Why the Seven of Coins with the Lovers and the Six of Cups? Judgment. And what's this Judgment for the Pisces? What is this Judgment for the Pisces? Ace of Wands, Two of Cups. First, oh, 2222 as I say that, and I have a King of Cups here. For some of you, this is like maybe a specific message. I feel like someone tried it and it doesn't work, but what you're kind of getting in return is some sort of love relationship. Why Judgment with the Ace of Wands? Nine of Wands. Why Judgment with the Ace of Wands? So there's a few messages like in this reading. Why Judgment with the Ace of Wands? Two of Wands. Why Judgment with the Ace of Wands and the Two of Wands? Ace of Coins. And then Ten of Coins. I feel like for some of you, like there's something may have happened, and I feel like you're getting something like in return. A Tower moment. And there's an offer coming in. I do feel like it's in the distance, but there's been some sort of judgment, the Hierophant, as I say that. It could be regarding marriage. It could be regarding a connection. And that's going to come in. All right. Look at this, Pisces. This reading, you're very powerful. You are on the journey, chosen energy. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. All right, Pisces? And you look at that siren. Remember who you are. Know who you are. But I feel like with this mastery, like it's, you know, your ego's here to protect you, Pisces. It's integrating the ego. Hidden knowledge again. Yeah, okay. So for you, Pisces, it's integrating the ego. And I feel like sometimes it's like, especially with the spiritual ego and different things, people say to completely get rid of it. That's not true. It's here to protect you. You need to remember who you are. Just know who you are. Humble, but know who you are. Akashic Records, silent understanding, hidden knowledge. You don't have to say much. Again, like, you don't have to say much. People will know who you are. Because I kept hearing fuck around and find out. So for some of you, like, for some of you, you don't have to say much. You don't have to do much. In your presence, people will know who you are, or receive what they need to receive, reflect what needs to be reflected, or fuck around and find out. So that's just coming out. This is a very beautiful reading. You have so much knowledge, this person. Remember who you are. Silent understanding. That's the High Priest, Priestess energy. You don't need to say much, do much. You're on a new journey right now. Holy Spirit, can I have one card of advice for this Pisces? One card of advice for this Pisces. Just one card. Talismans of Potency. Sacred, charging sacred objects of power. So again, I do feel like you, and as soon as I say that, I get a message. You're a Pisces that you're going to be dealing with shadow and others and negative energy. Why? It's funny because I posted that earlier today. It's being the demon to the demon. That's the Kali Ma energy. You know, and a lot of people don't like to use those words or terminology, but we are our own angels. We are our own demons. There's nothing without of you. And I feel like you're the kind of energy where you're the demon to the demon, the Kali Ma or Sekhmet energy. Or Jesus. Because honestly, Jesus, he didn't have to do much. He drove them out without doing too much, without lighting a candle, without doing much. Why? Because he was the demon to the demon. All right? You're a Pisces who's had a lot of shadow in your life. That's because you're here to integrate that. And it's granted you a lot of wisdom, you know. So this is a beautiful reading. It's very powerful. It's not going to be for everyone, but remember who you are. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I love you.